Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your love reading for July 2020. We're going to start off with this deck right here. We're going to look at your side, we're going to look at their side. We're also going to do the X spread, and then at the end of the video, I'm going to pull a few letters for you from this bag. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin. Let's see what your message is for July. This is a love reading for the sign of Sagittarius for July 2020. The first card you have is Four of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Sagittarius for July. Eight of Swords. Love reading for the sign of Sagittarius for July. Six of Swords. Love reading for the sign of Sagittarius for July. The World. Love reading for the sign of Sagittarius for July. Ten of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Sagittarius for July. Five of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Sagittarius for July. Page of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Sagittarius for July. Page of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Sagittarius for July. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so let's see what you have going on here. And if you would like a private reading with me, just go to my website, channeledguidance.com, and I'll place a link down below. So you have a lot of weird energy here. You do have two pages lined up right here. So for some of you, there could be important communication coming in for you, especially from an earth sign. We have the Queen of Pentacles, so Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I mean, it seems like the sign of Sagittarius, you could be coming into the month perhaps dealing with someone who is pulling away from you. Someone who is, maybe even someone who has left a relationship. Because you've got the Four of Cups here, which is someone who doesn't care. This is an energy of somebody who just wants to be left alone, somebody who has withdrawn from you, someone who is depressed. Yeah, you also have the Five of Wands here. So you may have someone who is pulling away from you because they feel they have no choice. The Eight of Swords, the Ten of Wands, the World. So some of you could be dealing with the end of a relationship. Maybe you've broken up or there's a temporary separation. The Ten of Wands means that someone has really kind of reached their boiling point. There's a huge burden on a relationship. Someone feels like giving up, especially with the Four of Cups being the first card, which again is that energy of like, I don't care anymore. Someone who just wants to be left alone. And this is like, I give up. There's too much going on in this relationship or in this marriage. You also have the Five of Wands. You know, there is a lot of struggling here. It could be that there's huge differences between you. This could be arguing, bickering. The good news is, although you're hearing a lot of challenging things, you do have the Six of Swords. So some of you could be dealing with a relationship or a marriage where it seems like everything is going downhill. It's a huge struggle. There's a huge burden. One of you could be talking about moving on with the World. This represents an ending. But you do have the Six of Swords. You couldn't ask for a better card because this means that you're leaving a really difficult time behind you. You're leaving a really difficult time and you're going to a much calmer place in your love life. But you know, there is stuck energy here. We have the Eight of Swords, which means that someone doesn't know how to move forward. Since it's a general reading, it's hard to say what this is. Maybe someone can't find their way to you. Maybe there's a difficult situation in marriage where you can't resolve this because maybe you both think that you're right. With the Five of Wands, egos clashing, a lot of differences between you. But I mean, also with the World, it does represent an ending, but it also represents a new chapter. So for some of you where there is a lot of trouble in a relationship, it could be that there's still a possible new beginning because you do have two pages here side by side, Page of Cups, Page of Wands. This represents communication. And in a few minutes, I am going to take this deck right here and we're going to look at your person to see how they tie into all of this. Who is who, which is you, which is them. Yeah, let me go ahead and get a few more. Let's see what else comes up for you. What other messages are there for the sign of Sagittarius about their love life for July? Yeah, we have Ace of Swords. Love reading for the sign of Sagittarius for July. King of Swords. Love reading for the sign of Sagittarius for July. And Seven of Wands. So now you have two people in this reading. You've got the Queen of Pentacles here. So this would be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Male or female, Sun, Moon, or Rising. But you also now have an air sign. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Male or female, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Either one of these can also be you if you have a Moon or Rising, an air sign, or an earth sign. Yeah, I mean, you have the Seven of Wands here. This card usually does come up when you're being treated very unfairly. It's like the Justice card. This means you have to speak up. You have to stand your ground. It could be that, again, there is a lot of fighting, a lot of misunderstandings with the person that you love, where maybe you are in this energy of the Four of Cups, where you're so unhappy with what's going on that you really don't care anymore. Again, that is the message of this card. I don't care anymore. This is someone who's very unhappy, very unfulfilled. Maybe you don't know how to get out of this, this place of in your mind, because the Eight of Swords is all about your thoughts. You may feel that a relationship or marriage is hopeless, or it's a huge burden. But again, there is the possibility of moving to a much better place in the relationship. This is a key right here, the Ace of Swords. This is somebody changing their perspective. This is somebody having clarity in a relationship. Maybe somebody does not know what they want with the Five of Wands. There's a struggle. But you are being told to speak up for yourself, stand your ground, because I feel like there's something going on in the month of July where Sagittarius is being treated very unfairly. But with that said, you do have Page of Cups and Page of Wands, which means that there could also be very important communication coming in for you in July. The Page of Cups can represent someone telling you that they love you, that they still love you. This can be a relationship coming in for those who are single. And the Page of Wands is always good news. It's change, it's excitement, which you definitely need with everything going on up here. Okay, so let me get a few from the confirmation deck, and then we'll take a look at your person. What else does Sagittarius need to hear about their love life for July 2020? You've got the Tower. What else does Sagittarius need to hear about their love life for July? Ace of Wands. And wow, you've got Page of Wands 2 times. So now you have 3 pages. 1, 2, 3. So if you've been waiting to hear from someone, you've been hoping maybe that an ex is going to come back. We are going to do the ex spread next. Communication is important. But you could also be hearing, perhaps if you're dating someone, because you have the Page of Cups here, you could be hearing that somebody loves you. 3 pages. But again, you have the Tower here. So you have a lot of challenging energy. But the good news is that you have the Tower with a very positive card, the Ace of Wands, a clean slate. So you might think, some of you could actually be thinking that a relationship or marriage is doomed. Because, you have the Eight of Swords. Like, there's no way out. Like, how do we fix this? There is no way to fix this when, you think you're right and they think they're right. There's no way out of this. That's the energy of the Eight of Swords. And you feel like just giving up. Like, there's no way to fix this. But here comes a Tower. Like, something changes dramatically for the sign of Sagittarius. Like, suddenly there is a new beginning. There's a possibility of a clean slate. Even in a relationship where it seems like it's doomed, like there's really no way to fix this, there is a way. Okay, let's take a look at your person. Show me the person that Sagittarius loves. We have the Empress. Show me the person that Sagittarius loves. The Star. Show me the person that Sagittarius loves. The Sun. Show me the person that Sagittarius loves. Knight of Swords. Show me the person that Sagittarius loves. The Hierophant. Show me the person that Sagittarius loves. 3 of Swords. So they have a lot of major arcanas. Look, we've got the Empress, the Star, the Sun, the Knight of Swords, the Hierophant, and the 3 of Swords. Almost all of them were major arcanas. And again, this represents your person, not you. How they feel about you, what they want. They have the Empress here. So, I feel as far as your relationship or your marriage, this person does want to continue the relationship. The Empress is a card of marriage, happiness. This is feeling like, they have found their perfect match. This is the energy of the One, like the perfect partner, the perfect relationship. We have the Star, which represents hopes and wishes. So I feel like this person does want to work things out. Again, even if it seems hopeless, because it really does seem like maybe Sagittarius is feeling just completely exhausted. Maybe you've been trying to fix a relationship and it really seems like no matter what you do, it doesn't work. They do want this relationship to work. They do see you as the energy of the Empress, whether you're male or female, as the One, the perfect partner. I feel like they're trying to stay optimistic. They have the Sun here. They're trying to see the positive in this relationship. Yeah, they have the Knight of Swords here, so they're very unpredictable. That's probably why the Tower has come up here. They're both very similar. This person could very unexpectedly change their mind, especially if they are the ones who are pulling away from you. Maybe if they are the ones who broke up with you. This is someone who is just going to very quickly change their mind. We do have the Ace of Swords here, which is literally a change of mind, a change of perspective. Yeah, because I feel like this person also is heartbroken. We have the 3 of Swords. Again, if they broke up with you, this could be the key. It could be that maybe they're really, after they break up with you, they're really feeling your absence. They're feeling brokenhearted. But they also have the Hierophant, which this is feeling guided towards you. This is feeling like they belong with you. This is a card of soul, family, kindred spirits, really feeling like, you know, they belong. Again, if they broke up with you, they are feeling that absence, feeling like they miss you. Yeah, I mean, you could not ask for a better card, especially for your person. This feeling, again, towards you that you are the Empress. You are the one. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the X spread. Okay, Sagittarius, let's go ahead and see what's going on with your ex. And just like we did in the first spread, we're going to also take a really close look at your ex with this deck right here. Okay, what's going on between Sagittarius and their ex for July 2020? The first card you have is the Seven of Swords. Sagittarius and their ex for July, the Hangman. Sagittarius and their ex for July, Six of Pentacles. Sagittarius and their ex for July, Nine of Cups. Sagittarius and their ex for July, Ace of Pentacles. Sagittarius and their ex for July, Four of Cups. So this is a repeat card because it was in the first spread. Sagittarius and their ex for July, the Magician. Sagittarius and their ex for July, Ten of Pentacles. Sagittarius and their ex for July, and the Devil. Okay, so let's take a look at these before we look at your person to see how they tie into all of this. I mean, in the center of the reading, you have the Ace of Pentacles. There's still a new beginning here, so there's still the possibility of working things out. So this definitely ties in with the first spread where there were a lot of challenging cards. I won't lie to you, and I still see some here, but there's still a possibility of working through this. I mean, look at this. You've got the Seven of Swords, the Hangman, the Four of Cups, and the Devil. So this is what is working against you and your ex reconciling. Part of this is Four of Cups, is that someone is so emotional that they have cut the other off. So again, this could be you, this could be your ex, this is someone who doesn't care, someone who is looking away. It really does seem, I'm surprised the Nine of Swords didn't pop up here, but I mean, we do have the Devil, that one of you is in a very negative place mentally. Maybe you feel like there's no way we can be together. You did have the Eight of Swords in the first spread, which is feeling like your hands are tied behind your back. Like, even if I wanted to be with you, I can't. Because, I mean, Seven of Swords, the Hangman, and the Six of Pentacles. This is you getting your ex back. This is you receiving the relationship that you want from this person. But you're in limbo. You're stuck here. Seven of Swords. I mean, the Seven of Swords can represent deceit, but I think this is self-deceit. This is someone who is kind of working against reconciling, which can definitely be your ex since you're the one watching the video. This is someone who is their own worst enemy, someone who's in denial, especially with the Devil here. Negative thoughts, negative behavior patterns, pessimism. This is what they're manifesting. The Magician. So somebody in a very negative place is going to manifest, you know, more suffering, more unhappiness. There is a new beginning here. We also have the Ten of Pentacles. Your relationship can still be there, or your marriage. The Ten of Pentacles is stability. It's also marriage. But again, this person it seems like this person is in a very unhappy place, doesn't care, can't be reached emotionally. There's still a new beginning here. But these things are kind of working against you getting what you deserve from this person. We also have the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. Your wish is coming true as far as you and your ex reconciling. They're valid. You have a new beginning next to it, which again, you could not ask for a better card because what you're wishing for is a reunion, reconciling. But you're dealing with someone who is very unhappy, very unfulfilled, where they have completely pulled away from you. Okay, let's get a few more. Let's see what else we can add to this. Sagittarius and their ex for July 2020. Page of Swords. Sagittarius and their ex for July. King of Pentacles. I think you also had an earth sign in the first spread. Sagittarius and their ex for July. Eight of Wands. So it's interesting that you have the Page of Swords and the Eight of Wands because both of these represent communication, and you also had 3 pages in the first spread. So some of you, you know, maybe things are not working out exactly the way you wanted to in July, but there is a lot of energy of communication for the sign of Sagittarius. So Maybe, you know, like somebody is, you know, kind of reaching out in July. We have the Page of Swords. All the pages are communication, but this is someone who is speaking their truth. So perhaps your ex could be reaching out to you in July, kind of maybe letting you know where they are emotionally, you know, feeling very unhappy. Maybe they're missing you, but they could also be telling you, you know, maybe they're in a very dark place. So again, communication here, communication here. The Eight of Wands is very unexpected communication. So some of you is gonna, some of this is gonna apply to you, and some of it isn't, because it's a general reading. But this can also be a very unexpected development with your ex. You did have the Tower in the first spread. You have the King of Pentacles, which is an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. This can also be you if you have a moon or rising on an Earth sign. Yeah, and there's definitely a new beginning. Your wish is being granted. But I think this person is in a very like negative place. They're very pessimistic about being with you for some reason. I feel like, you know, they're not helping this. They're not, this is about manifesting the Magician. This is about empowerment. And this is not very empowering. This is kind of being in such a dark place that, again, is a very depressing place, feeling in limbo. I feel like they're working against you guys reconciling. Okay, let's get a few from the confirmation deck, and then we'll take a really close look at them. What else does the sign of Sagittarius need to hear about their ex for July? You got 10 of Pentacles. So 10 of Pentacles is a repeat card because it's also right there. What else does Sagittarius need to hear about their love life with their ex for July? The Moon, Sagittarius and their ex for July, and Queen of Wands. So this is you. So you could definitely be in a very emotional place. This can also be you because you have the Four of Cups. The Moon is confusion. This can also represent the sign of Pisces, but the Moon, I mean, considering everything that you have here, the Moon could be telling you that there's a lot you don't know. This could be secrets. It could be that you're totally in the dark as far as how your ex really feels about you. Because, I mean, it just seems like it's in limbo. Like they're working against you guys reconciling. Again, this person may just be very and emotionally unavailable, emotionally distant from you. But this is your repeat card here. The 10 of Pentacles. There's still a relationship here, or there's still a marriage. So again, some of you could be feeling like, you know, this person's, oops, sorry, I put them in the wrong place. This person doesn't care. Maybe they told you they don't care because you have that right here. But again, the Moon is telling you looks are deceiving. Let's go ahead and take a look at them. Show me Sagittarius' ex. Ace of Pentacles. So that is the card we have right here. Show me Sagittarius' ex. Wow, look at this. The Four of Cups, which is also right here. So this is them. Show me Sagittarius' ex. The Emperor, which is very similar to the Magician. Show me Sagittarius' ex. 10 of Wands. This is from the first spread. Show me Sagittarius' ex. 3 of Wands. Show me Sagittarius' ex. Knight of Swords, which also came up in the first spread. Show me Sagittarius' ex. Knight of Wands. It just really, it seems like these are very interesting. I feel like this is going to answer a lot of your questions. This all represents them, not you. Ace of Pentacles, Four of Cups, the Emperor, the 10 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands. This is what you want to hear here as far as your ex. Because this means that eventually, I don't usually focus on the last two cards, but eventually this person is gonna see the light. Eventually, like, this is someone who knows what they want, and they're going to go after it. And they're going to stop analyzing everything and just go for it. The Knight of Swords is like the Tower. Very unexpectedly, this person could be calling you up. Again, you've had lots of messages of communication, including this one, 3 pages in the first spread. This person needs time. Like, when the timing is right, your ex is going to pop up out of nowhere. Yeah, I mean, this person does want a new beginning. We have the Ace of Pentacles here, and it's also right here. You can see it. I pulled it from the first spread. This person does want a new beginning, but I see this person, you know, is very unhappy. This also is down here. It was the third card under this one. This person can't be reached emotionally. This is depression. They don't care. Maybe they feel like there's no way for you to be together. Or so maybe this could be maybe because they're in another relationship, or there's other things kind of blocking you from being together. Maybe this is a relationship where maybe you're not in the same location. Yeah, I also feel like maybe they're not doing enough to be with you. Because I mean, they have the Emperor, which the Emperor is like taking back your power, being in control. And they also have the Magician down here, which is this is about manifesting. And I mean, seeing the Four of Cups next to the Emperor and the Ten of Wands makes me feel like they're not being the Emperor. They feel like their life is out of out of their hands. They're not in charge. They're not in control. Um, yeah, and there's like this huge. This also came up in the first spread. There is a heavy burden around this person, but this person also feels like, I can't do this anymore. So this person could definitely have broken up with you because they feel that, there's just too much pressure on them, too big of a burden. This is all about timing with the Three of Wands. This is all about timing. Again, Knight of Swords and Knight of Wands. When the timing is right, again, Three of Wands, when the timing is right, this person will be ready to take action towards you. Yeah, I mean, Four of Cups 2 times, Ace of Pentacles 2 times, Ten of Wands 2 times. Yeah, I mean, it just seems like there's something. I mean, it's hard to say in a general reading, but it just seems like something is kind of pulling this person away from you. Not that they don't love you. I mean, first card that I pulled is the Ace of Pentacles. They want a new beginning, but they're also very unhappy to where they're kind of pulling away from you and they just want to be left alone. They feel that, they're not in control for some reason. Maybe there's somebody manipulating them. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say, but they just feel like, they can't do this anymore. But this will change in time with the Three of Wands. This person will be ready to take action towards you again. Strong message of communication throughout this whole reading, this spread, and the first spread where you had three pages. So the next thing we're going to look at is we're going to take a few letters from this bag right here and see what messages you have. Let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, Sagittarius, let's see what comes up for you. And this is basically a bag full of letters, and this could spell out somebody's name, initials, a name, words, messages. Let's see what comes up for you. What does Sagittarius need to hear about their love life for July 2020? Okay, so let's turn everything over. The first thing that I do is I group the letters together, and then I make words. And keep your eyes open in case you see your person's name, initials. So we have 2 I's here, 2 E's, 2 O's, an F. This is blank, and I usually use the blank ones in case we're missing a letter. We can use that to fill in a name. Got 2 L's. Oh, you've got 4 L's, which is interesting. You've got a Y. Got another E. Got another O, so you've got 3 O's. We've got another I. Let's see where my I is here. And we've got another O and a Q. Okay, so you might see a person's name here, their initials. Now let's see what I see here as far as words. Yeah, I'm just going to move these around here. We've got will. Let's see. I don't think we have a U in here. There could be a question. Again, you had a lot of kind of weird, like there's communication around you for the month of July. 3 pages in the first spread, and then Page of Swords and 8 of Wands and the X spread. Like, will you take me back? Let's see what else I see here. We've got soon. Oh, you know what's weird? Look at this. I'm just telling you how many pages you have. And like the word page is in here. Communication. Could also be that you may think that a relationship is over or a marriage. and there's a new chapter. You're going to just turn the page and keep going. So let's see what else we have here. Well, I just had this here, but like I will tell you how I feel. I will call. Yeah, let's see if I see any names here. Where there's the obvious one that I keep making here. There's Will. Let's see what else. There's Al. And as far as the names, even if there's one letter missing or two letters, that's still a message for you. Even if you see their name, part of their name in here. Wait, I meant to put this. We've got Peg, Will, Al. Here's a strange name, but I just had someone buy a reading. This person is watching this reading. Here's your ex's name right here. Which I think it's pronounced Olay, but I mean, that really stood out to me there. You're gonna have somebody bought a reading and this was their person's name. Yeah, I don't see any other names here. When I upload this video, I'll come back and I'll see if there's any other names, words. That's usually what I've been adding things to the video. When I'm uploading, that's what I do. We've got, let's see. We've got a blank one here, so I'll use this one. We've got near. And I mean, again, it's almost there, just one letter missing, near you. Like it's almost happening. Oh, interesting. Look at this. We've got pine, like somebody is pining for you. It really does seem like somebody just feels like they've, kind of reached their boiling point. They're at the end of their rope and maybe they felt they had to end a relationship. 10 of Wands in both spreads. And I think they were both, well, definitely the ex spread, they represented your ex, if that's why you're watching the video. Let's see. Yeah, look, we've got fear right there. Got fear. Fear could be the reason why this person is running away. Yeah, so go ahead and leave it there. And like I said, when I'm uploading the video, I'll come back and see what else stands out. And then if you want to see, just look in the description box and whatever I see, I'll put in there. Okay, Sagittarius, this has been your love reading for July 2020. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you again next month.